The Wimba system consists of three component parts. Wimba Voice provides voice email, voice discussion boards, podcasting tools, among other items. The second part of the suite, Wimba Pronto, provides a place for online office hours, meetings with students and faculty, as well as student study groups. The focus of this presentation is Wimba Classroom, a full-featured classroom for lectures, presentations, and meetings. The Wimba Virtual Classroom provides most of the tools an instructor would have in a real classroom. There is a place to write on the board as well as display your PowerPoint slides. There are controls for audio and video, both students and faculty. And then there's a series of presentation tools for the instructor. Using the Wimba Classroom, an instructor can share web content, they can share their own PowerPoint slides as well as draw on the e-board, and they can share not only applications but their entire desktop. There is a full-featured chat window for both private and group chats within the class. Here is where there's a listing of the students in class, along with tools the students can use to answer simple yes-no questions, as well as raise their hands to get attention during a lecture. Now we'll take a look at some of Wimba's basic tools from both an instructor and a student viewpoint. Loading your PowerPoint slides into the Wimba system is very easy, and by using the arrows, which are part of the presentation tools, you can move slide to slide through your presentation. You can also click on a slide and directly move to that slide. You'll notice that within a second or two of changing the slide on your computer, the view will change for the students. During the presentation, you can use any of the tools available within the e-board to annotate your presentation. If you would like an experience similar to a traditional chalkboard, you can clear the current slide from the e-board and use any of the tools available to write as well as draw on the screen. Any text you enter is not presented to the student until you hit the Enter key. If you would like to show your students information from the web, you can share using the web button as part of the presentation tools. Once you click the web button, you will be asked to enter a website address, which you can do in the window that is displayed. Once you've entered the address, you do have the option of viewing it yourself, opening it in a new window, or pushing it to the e-board for your entire class to see. Once it's displayed in the e-board, it is a static image to the student. If you as an instructor decide to interact with the website on your machine, those interactions are not going to be shown to the student. To show interactions with a website or with any other running application on your computer, you would use the Application Sharing button, which is found on the right-hand side. Application sharing allows you to share any running window for any program on your computer, or a portion of your screen, or your entire desktop. Any interaction that you do with the program while screen sharing is taking place is going to be presented to the students. If you wanted to collaborate on a document, you can even open up a word processing or a spreadsheet file and provide your students with editing controls where they can actively make changes to the document just as you can. During a presentation, the Wimba system allows an instructor to archive the material. When a student logs back in, they are presented with a number of options through which to view the material. Students can download the archive as an MP3 audio file, as a video file, or they can click on the blue Enter button and watch the archive in its entirety. When viewing the archive online, everything is presented to the student as it was during the actual presentation. You will see the video of the instructor and any other students that were part of the class. You will hear all the audio, and you will see the chat transcripts taking place in the lower left-hand corner. Any materials used during the presentation will be part of the archive, along with any annotations the instructor may have made. While viewing the archive online, there is a timeline on the right-hand side of the main window, and a student may click ahead or go backwards within this timeline to any part of the presentation that they might want to review. If a student decides to watch the archive offline, they can download an MP3 audio version or an iPod-compatible MP4 video version. Once the file has fully downloaded to the student's computer, they can drag it into their iTunes program where they can watch the file or sync it to their iPod.